What's up, guys? Rosco here. Today we're watching An Unexpected Journey, the new Lynx video. This is a project by Jason Ribi and some other homies that they worked on last winter, and I haven't seen it yet, so we're gonna watch it today. It's live on the YouTube channel. If you want to go watch it on Lynx's YouTube channel, you can go there and check it out, but we're gonna watch it, react to it, and break it down a little bit. So let's get into it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're wondering, Rosco, where is all the sick riding of you? We're working on it. We have a lot of cool stuff in progress. I was just watching the very first cut of what we're working on. It will be coming shortly. Bear with us. So in the meantime, we're going to see what Ribi has been up to and watch The Unexpected Journey. Boom. It's a horrible transition I have there. How's the trip?
Unexpected. I think that's the new name for the trip. The Unexpected.
Jason is like me if I were like way tougher and gnarlier, and he is like a legit mountain man and makes me look like I'm not even in the same league. And that's why we love him so much.
It's the lust for adventure, the drive for adventure, and a bit of the unknown. That's what keeps me on snowmobiles, and it's super exciting, is being able to access terrain quite handily that it's challenging to get to, logistically, ability-wise, all kinds of things, elements to it. Jared is precise, calculated, and reliable. And then there's Dennis. He's hilarious, ridiculous, and stubborn. How would I describe myself? If I had to use one word, it would just be driven. I think my whole life seems to be a goal-oriented thing, no matter what I'm working on. Just going out into the unknown, whether it's this trip or it's the next trip that's a short day thing and it's some new objective. It's just the adventure. It's just going out to be out there and see what's out there. I think for me, preparing is everything. It's all in the work that's done before it, you know, and so obviously for months prior where I'm thinking and looking and scoping out the route and looking at the crux sections, which are going to have challenges, and then what sort of element of difficulty are we going to have inside of that, and then being able to...
Dude, look at how big those packs are. This is pretty much kind of the opposite of the way that I like to tackle things, because me riding with like that much gear is fun. And if they invited me on this trip, I would have went 100%, because it's an insane trip. And it's, you know, the challenge is not probably necessarily in the riding. We will see how gnarly things got. I've heard some stories, but just like all of the forethought and work that goes into this thing is so insane to me. And of course, that's like how Jason rolls. And then I've experienced it firsthand on a moto side of things. We went on a big ride this summer, and he's like, dude, we're doing the like the grand ride. They tried it 3 weeks earlier and had to helicopter bikes out. And so they're like, bring as much fuel as you can and food and everything. And it was a absolute grueler, but, dude, he just is about it. Me, I like to just go play. I'm like a 12-year-old kid. He's like, let's go where no one else has gone. To
sort of mentally separate them all into just step-by-step little problems and solving them one at a time is what gets you through these big trips or these sections that are more difficult.
Didn't I see an exit of this one?
So we're just heading out of the lake here, all the way up here. We're gonna roll up day one to the camp up here and refuel. Day 2, heading across here to Camp 2, down out of the mine and across the lake up into Camp 3. And then here's decision point whether we can get out this way and into Blue River, or we bail back out and go that way to the truck.
It's the draw of adventure. Like, why does anybody climb a mountain? At the end of it, it's everything from a physical experience to the meditative experience to the feeling of just being so small and insignificant in such a beautiful place that really a handful of people maybe get to experience in their life.
I will say that's like one of the coolest things about being up in the Alpine like that is you feel like you're on the moon. Like it's just this like crazy like place, and especially up where they're at, everything is so big. It's just like you better have your big boy pants on and be prepared and know what you're doing. And to obviously do this, I mean, they're on a barge right now. Like it's just gnarly.
Mountains are a super special place, and at the end of the day, it's always who you share the experiences with is almost as important, if not more important, than where you are or what you're doing, right? And so you like to surround yourself with people that are like-minded or have the same sort of drive or even the ability to deal with adversity.
Yeah, buddy.
Such a sick shot. He probably did that. He obviously did that in the very beginning of the trip. How crazy it would have been if he just was sunk right there. Just got water in the clutches and just roll. Trips over. End the video 4 minutes long. Let's watch it again. And then watch the transition. After he crosses the water, he then goes from water to dirt to snow in like a 3. Like the way they cut that was super good. I don't know if who edited this. I know Aaron Leland was on the trip, who's an absolute gangster.
Yeah, buddy.
So sick. Right there. So well done. I wonder if
it's a seasonal caribou closure, which comes off in the middle of April. It's a pretty normal time of year to travel because snow conditions can be more conducive to big trips like this, where you can kind of get that diurnal cycle, and we're working on
diurnal cycle. Please, in the comments, if you know what diurnal cycle means, let me know. Don't know what he's talking about. He's also like a snow scientist, avalanche expert extraordinaire. So, dude, he probably read that in a textbook.
On the melt freeze and have a little bit more confidence in your snowpack at that point.
I might try and get him walking. I'll try and get it up a little bit further, and then maybe we can get it up to here. And
you got one more go on you, Caleb, or am I coming down?
Remember how I said I'm not sure they rode very gnarly stuff? I totally lied. And then poor Caleb, who films with Ribi a lot, and Aaron are just like, okay, so I don't know how they distributed gear, but they're obviously packing a lot of stuff, and they have to have all their camera shit for the next like 5 days. So those dudes' packs are heavy as hell as well. I mean, oh my God. Yeah.
We're day one here, getting along a little bit in the day. So this is our entrance into our riding area that we're gonna do. And the log block was a little bit steeper than anticipated, so we're having a little bit of drama here. We still got one guy down at the bottom, and he's just sort of regathering himself. So we're gonna hopefully get him most of the way up, and even if we have to haul gear, then we'll go from there.
Isn't it too storybook that we're out here? Everybody's always looking for the struggle in the day, and I think we just found it. We just did a big hill climb, walked up and down it a few times, packing gear, and now we got a thunderstorm, which was like very, very close and quite soggy. Here we are, camping 101.
It's raining. There's lightning and thunder. And I've actually, oh, more lightning. On you though.
Section over there. And we're gonna dig in the snow pits there. Build up a nice little windscreen for the night, but then we'll have a cool view, at least eat breakfast in the morning.
So to be able to go out there and get the full experience of the winter camping in the elements and the sunrises and sunsets, and then being able to explore a little bit more, maybe even inside of that as you're going through the days, makes the snowmobile such a cool tool to do it with.
One more back. That one? Yeah, that one's the loose one.
Oh, recoil's not working. And the shot is not.
Good start. Looks like they have a broken limiter strap and a broken recoil in the first or the second day of the trip. And knowing these guys, these are probably like they might be like sample sleds that are pre-production. Which are sometimes a little bit more prone to issues because they're limited, and also these sleds have probably been ridden very hard all year long, and now it's April and they're like, let's take them on a 4-day trip. I'm also kind of rethinking if I would actually go on this thing because it already looks kind of shitty.
Charge because it's 6 in the morning, so we're gonna try all with the.
Oh yeah,
rope on the clutch.
Not charged yet. It was off all night. And like 2 of them are on 3900.
Mental side of mountain travel, which sometimes is challenging, is the actual riding, where it's about mentally dealing with the go or don't go idea. The biggest problems that I was anticipating, that big, deep, persistent weak layer in the snowpack, which had been haunting us all year long, right? Like it was even a funny year to try and pull it off. Now we're...
So that right there, what they're looking at is, I don't know what app that is, but it looks like to me what they're looking at is slope angle, which is really a cool tool that we have now. So a lot of these apps, you can put a slope angle filter on top of your map in the backcountry, and you can look to see, like, if you're scoping a big ridge, you can see if, like, is it a 20-degree slope or is it a 45-degree slope? Like, how much slope is across the whole ridge? Now, you obviously want to use that, like, without, like, in blind faith, but it just gives you a good idea of, like, how steep is that over there without having to kind of, like, calculate that using topo lines in your head. So
We're into 10
is
o'clock.
cool.
It's warm. It's above freezing. Snowballing everywhere around us. It's really a no-fly zone at that point. Massive, massive snow coming down the mountain when it lets go, if it does.
Yeah, so now they're just like picking. They got to pick lines that are smart, low angle, and you know that like late season wet slab stuff is so dangerous, and you gotta be really smart.
I lost a piston, so I was running on one cylinder, but I was lucky enough that I
lost a piston. Dude. Oh my God.
still actually could make a little bit of power out of it and was able to ride it out back on one cylinder. I was pretty amazed that it made it there.
For sure, like we're in the middle of Camp 1 and Camp 2.
At that point, it was, well, we really don't have much for options but to head back to our original camp and figure out what we're going to do from there. We're like severely redirecting plans at this point and are also getting low on fuel. Getting into these like absolutely stunning landscapes and just stopping and taking a minute to look around and appreciate where you are and what you get to experience.
Probably Dennis just packing a wheelie.
And then today, getting up pretty decently early and going, and then obviously running into the sled troubles, which really put a big kink in the program. So now we're kind of getting down to the wire on some fuel, and it's time to get that sort of sorted out. Otherwise, we have other big problems. If I was to say be asked if this trip was exactly going the way I thought it would, I'd say absolutely not. But that's part of it, is learning how to sort of roll with the punches and make new plans. And I mean, I'm still out here with my friends and we're having a great time, and it's yeah, pretty unreal landscape. Day 3 priorities are obviously we need fuel. If we've got sleds that are down to fuel lights, we got to hit the first fuel cache is the attainable one. So we work our way around, managed to find our way into Camp 1. Then we were kind of making a new plan, right? So obviously at this point, we're 10 degrees plus in Alpine. We're not making the summit. We're not going to Blue River anymore. We know that for a fact. So now it's time to start figuring out how we're getting home.
Where do I get one of those fuel cells they're running? That thing is sick. Text Jason.
That's what makes these trips so fun, right? Is it's everything from the nitty gritty, working hard to achieve a goal, to just being able to sit back and maybe drink a cup of coffee and take it all in.
Jason loves a good cup of coffee in the morning. It's usually 4 a.m. when I'm there.
Better than
overheating, hot as hell. Might need some new skis after that one.
That's the thing with the mountains, is it doesn't, it's the thing with adventure. It's not even the mountains, it's just adventure. Being okay with rolling with the punches is the key to success. That's what makes it fun. Of course, I'm disappointed that I didn't make it to Blue River, 100%. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try again. That's what keeps you going back.
God, I hope he doesn't call me when he wants to try again.
Like, you just wanna know.
It's like the moto trip all over again. Oh, here we go. Aaron and Caleb, the homies. So the difference between that list of people and the list of people in my project is it's going to be director Ross and Cam, camera Cam, producer Ross and Cam, athlete Ross, editor Cam, Ross and Cam. Like, I mean, you see all the people that are involved in something like this. Yeah, pretty crazy. But shout out to shout out to the boys for that one. That was great. What a hell of an adventure. I can't get over all the shit they probably had to pack, and the planning that went into it. But yeah, all love for those guys. Whole crew's absolutely insane. So great job. So sick. All right, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you thought. And if you want to see more videos like this on my channel, as I kill time while we wait for our project to get finished up and drop. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.